In today's tutorial, I want to talk about how to use some of the very basic deals tools and how to move a deal between stages. So to get to your deals tools, you want to go to Sales, go to Deals, and then I'm going to be using a pipeline called My Test Pipeline where I have this demo deal already created. So I have a $10,000 Patrick Eng demo deal. The close date's on August 31st. And so if I click into that, I get to see, okay, it's $10,000, right? The close date's then, I'm in this current stage, I'm in this current pipeline. It's going to look very, very similar to if you were looking at an actual contact property or a contact timeline. So if you go to the far right side, you'll see this little contacts tab, and you'll see that this deal is actually associated with this contact in HubSpot. So if I clicked on Patrick Eng over here, it would bring me to the Patrick Eng contact within HubSpot. Again, it looks very, very similar, but if you look over here, this is a contact. This isn't a deal, and this is a deal. It's not a contact. These are completely unique and separate entities, and while they are associated with each other and they're linked, when this deal is linked to this contact, I don't necessarily, not everything carries over. For example, you're not going to see like emails opened or CTAs clicked or forms submitted in the deal timeline, but you'll see it all in the contact timeline. And again, you can have multiple deals per contact. So you get to see I actually have another $300 deal in a different pipeline. So to go through some of the very basic deals tools, we have the basic activity. So, any potential, sales emails that you send, which are different than marketing emails. Any meetings that are set up, any notes you might have. So this is where you're going to see all of that activity. To create a note, this is basically just like, remind myself to follow up, or maybe something like, we had a great call. He's very concerned about, X, Y, and Z. So, just it's a note there. You can get to see like, what the problem was, et cetera, et cetera. Email, you can create an email and send it directly from HubSpot. It's coming from myself and it's going to myself. But you just subject line, a very basic email message. Again, this isn't going to be something that you make in the emails tool in HubSpot because those are for the marketing emails. Again, this is a sales email. So this could be, part of the outreach process. You can include a meetings link, which would basically let you, send this email to the person, and they can, schedule a 60, 30, 15-minute meeting with you. I'm going to close out of that one. Calls, you can make a phone call directly from this deal. If we have a phone number associated with it and you've added and set up your phone number within HubSpot, you can call them directly from your browser and talk with them and take notes or write down any important information on what their pain points really are. And then tasks, this is just something where it's like you want to enter your task of send support documentation to them tomorrow at 8 a.m. right? And I'm going to save that task, and then tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm going to get a notification within HubSpot saying that I need to send the support documentation to this deal, or I need to move this deal from stage 1 to stage 2 because of X, Y, and Z, right? And to actually move this deal into maybe a more qualified stage, so I'm starting on stage 1, this is the very basic entry level stage, but maybe I want to move this deal to stage 2 because we had a great call and they're now qualified for something more important. So I can actually move them between stages within the deal itself, up here at the top where it says stage. I'm moving it from stage 1 to stage 2, but I'm going to put it back at stage 1. This is where I originally was. If we go here, you notice how I have a note there, which is what I saved earlier. You also notice that you can actually look at historical values for when a deal was moved between stages. So if I go back to deals, which will bring me back to this pipeline, I can also just drag this deal, which is in stage 1, and drag it to whatever stage I feel like is most relevant. And then if we go back into it, you'll see it's stage 3. Very similar to contact properties, again, right? We have these, or contact timelines, we have these view all properties. So deals do have more deal-specific properties assigned to them. And they can, you can create custom deal properties, but it's going to look like a very similar interface. Going back to contact properties as well, you can see the history, and you can see what stages they are moved to and even who made the move. So that's really helpful as you're trying to diagnose, like, why is this deal in this stage and not this stage, or something's wrong. You can go to the view all properties in this deal and go down to deal stage and just press see history to see what kind of happened to this deal. So yeah, so that's how you work with the deals tools. You definitely want to do all of your sales and admissions and potentially other donations through this tool, because it kind of gives you a better idea of how to really bring contacts further down the funnel and then really sell to them in whatever you're trying to sell. And it kind of gives you a better idea of, like, at the end of the day, how much money are we even making? How much money could we be making if we successfully close all of these deals? And that's the deal tool.